Huh. I wonder, is it good? I wonder. Can this game hear me? What is the delay like? It's a good few seconds. Is it actually possible to turn that down? I actually don't know. Stream health. I actually have no idea how to fix that. No, I don't want to be on that. You know, don't care. Let's just get to working on the map. Okay, let's see. Edit. And let's see. 400 by 400. 40 by 40. Let's just do 400. $250 by $250. That is the biggest it can go. Huh. I thought it could go bigger. Edit. Let's try 150 by 150. Doesn't seem appropriately scaled. Let's stick with that. Maybe I can make it bigger. Alright then. My god, it just seems so weird now. Okay, let's see. Landscape. There we go. Let's see. Um. That seems a bit small. Let's go 180 by 180 and do this. There we go. We're doing 180 by 180. Why is this microphone in use? Okay. Now then, how should I design the world? I have absolutely no idea what should anything be. Let's see. I kind of want the north be like an apocalyptic dead zone. Let's start with that. Let's just start designing random. Okay. How do you scoot over? I know there's a way to like scroll. No, well. But I do like that. Let's get a bunch of them. Alright then. And various tops. Ooh, even shrouded. I am having too much fun with this. Huh. That seems unnatural. Oh well. In terms of location, there is none. So let's try and decide. That wouldn't be too bad of a dead zone, but I think it would need to be bigger. And then connect it. There we go. But I also want some oceans. I don't really, I guess continents wouldn't be bad. What's better? I see. Shallow or deep? Let's go shallow first. There's Rocky. Let's go shallow first. And then here. Let's try that. This is a horrible landmass. Alright, there's something on my screen and it's bothering the heck out of me. Oh well. Let's see. I got a dead zone idea up there, but I need to draw a landmass. Can you do that more often? No idea what the difference is between them. A big upper peninsula. Maybe something like that would work. Players start around down here, work their way up. Huh. I don't know. That might work. This is honestly pissing me off. No, I can't have this content sync. Alright then, now for you. Like a dead zone right here. Oh, no, we can't have you. There we go. Actually, now that I think about it, I could have like an island right up here. Huh, does... Yeah, I could do that. There we go. I'm going to delete all that. Let's do you. And put something like you there. Let's just throw some mountains, because why not? There. There. Grouping a mountain, some dead trees. Ooh, and this will be nice to throw in. Hmm. No, that doesn't look nice. Ooh, but what would look nice is this. A volcanic area. Just like right there. A chasm, like right here. Mountain. Ooh, in a poison area. No, I could do that on the main line. Poison area. What's this? Oh. That seems, why? I don't understand that. Can't understand this. What the freak is going on? Okay. Ooh, and I can also put whirlpools over there, but I do need to actually still fill out that area. Dead trees, there can be like a small little dead forest right here. No, that could be right there. Dead forest. Volcanic area. There can be some like right there because there's an interesting geological thing right there. Chasm. There's some stuff going on right there. Ooh, a mountain. Yeah, I could put a mountain there and put a ring right there. Ooh, that sounds very nice. And do that. No, 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 no. A big mountain. Like right there. Nah, that looks better. No snowy things. I can do a snow thing in the south. And, this actually, now that I think about it, does not look great. Looks better on on a sand thing, that's it. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't reach the ocean. I wanted to blend with the ocean. Also doesn't deal well with the sand. I need some stuff like this. Okay, that doesn't work well. No, that's for like you. These are more locations. But no, more overworld? Yeah, that still doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what the freak is going on? Maybe if I do this first. Yeah, no. Let's just pop a few trees here and there. Oh, I'm having fun with this. Okay, Okay, I am really getting pissed off the fact that the water is like this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. All deep water. That's much better in the terms of the deep. I could have a small little shallow thing right here, like the tide goes up and down or anything. But why is the sand there? I want to be more rocky. Did not mean to do that. No, it doesn't work. Oh, here. What the freak is this? Clouds? Alright. Okay. Stay hydrated. This is pissing me off. Maybe there's edit, tile set, outside, inside. Maybe there's a tile set that I can do tile sets. Dungeon, inside, outside. World, EC, A1, A2. I don't understand this tile set right here. Okay. No tile set. Really? Why does it have to be sandy? That's starting to piss me off, and I better move on to something else. Let's just move on to this. Whirlpools. Okay, I'm just going to have a layer of whirlpools. Just whirlpools everywhere. I will obviously do this. And there we go. And my headset turned off. That's not good. I guess not listening to shit for 15 minutes does that. Let's see, is there some kind of sound I can play? Edit. There we go. Let's have that play for now. I don't want this actually too close. It has to be at least 2. There we go. Yeah, freaking corners don't work very well. I'll worry about it later. This will be here. I need to put something important there, though. I always can change it later. Ooh, maybe it's actually this mountain. Nope, that doesn't work. Actually, I could just expand this fissure. Yeah, that'll work out. That's where, like, the entranceway. Ha. Okay, that'll work. I could do something like that, but I'm not. If only I could make it bigger. Edit. Let's do 5%. There we go. I don't want to be too loud. It could actually have an old tower. There's no vegetation, so I want it to be destroyed, but I guess I'll have to do with that. Ooh, I could put a bridge, just to indicate like there used to be stuff here. There. Is that the right type of bridge, though? No, it would be actually better if it was that. Oh yeah, that works good. Well, bridge there saying like, oh yeah, this used to be a runoff. It used to be water here, but no. I used to go there for that specific reason. Could I add like a little mine entrance? Nah, not really. But definitely we'll see it like that. It actually turned out to be pretty well. I like this little island. Let's cap it off by making this. Somehow you get over the whirlpools, well, you got this to deal with. All around the island. Does it make sense? No. But who cares? I'm just going to brush that. Nah. Let's make some shorelines though across the map though for the world. I cannot redo things, so I have to be careful. Okay. Pleasant, slow. Wait, do I actually even have to do that? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now for this. Actually, Since this is like the start point of all this, because this is all dead zone, it would be more accurate if it was, instead of just doing that, it'd be more of like this. Let's fix that. Like this. Nah, a little bit of curve. There we go. Yeah, I was right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. So like it was showing like a cancer. That works out. And now just design the world map. Okay, I might change this to like the whirlpools and everything later, but for now... Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have... This is like the view of the player. Okay, I don't need the entire map to be forest game. Right here. That's the general location. What's this tree look like? It looks like a palm tree. What's this look like? The freak is that supposed to be? Okay. Let's just do you. Big mountain range right here. Actually, for mountain ranges, this might be better. Does that work out? Yeah, I'd have to pop in a bunch of mountains though. Yeah, that doesn't work. Now just to fix all the mountains. Oof, why am I doing this? There we go. That does not work. guess that works. Just pop in you. Huh. That was a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Nope. You. Now I start back up here. Freak. There we go. I don't need all these extra. Okay, don't have one for you. And awesome, turned out pretty well. Nope. Not great. Constantly correcting how it looks. Yeah, there's like those things like I'm gonna miss, it's gonna bug me. But for the most part, it turned out pretty well. Turned in, maybe I don't want it to be that straight. Huh. Maybe I want to throw in like a dormant volcano somewhere. Let's see, I can correct this by doing that. But I could throw that there. Nope. Is it possible to overlap? Yeah, it is possible. And just do that. Oh, that. I don't understand. Why the freak is that happening? That makes no sense. Why is it deleting? Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with that. Okay. I can put that there. put that there, saying like, hey, there's a little thing there. Now just to make this area like a little volcano place. And I can actually make this up there pretty much a poison swamp area, partially leaking into the other world. Okay. That is so weird. I hate the fact that it does sand. Tileset. I wonder. Yeah, it does that. Nope, does nothing. Used to be a runoff. And then I put another bridge. Let's do here. This one's not broken, still there. Let's see, none of these look quite right for the tile set. Am I missing any tile sets? I have no idea what the difference between those are. It's coming along nicely now, but I only designed like half. I need to stretch every so often. Alright then. Nah. Could there be an old wrecked town near here? There's that tent and there's that. But I guess there could be. There's a poison thing. Oh yeah, there could be that. Is there any other place that it could be better representative? What the frick is that, a bridge? Looks weird. Graveyards, mausoleums. Sometimes these places just have weird things going on I don't understand. Let's see now. Actually, that one could be there, indicating like there used to be a... No, wait, that has a freaking palm tree. Why is there a palm tree there? We can do that. You know what? Freak it. I'm putting the little palm tree there. I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. People that this is not a pathway, they come through here, they see the pathway, they see that. Nice. I'm just gonna throw these around. Now that I think about it, it doesn't work. There we go. Two little things used to be rivers that now flow into there. Any other way I could indicate like this place is fire now? Other than the freaking magma, the straight up magma. Dungeon 1. Let's see now. Well, unfortunately, that is the extent of what I have access to. You know, there could be like a Lord Castle, right here. He was overlooking the sea and everything. But now his domain is ruined. There looked to be there, place where the Lord of this region lived. But now it's been there. No, forgot I had that. Little bundle of forests. He had a very nice forest he liked over there. Some trees to here. Yeah, I like that. Took me about 50 minutes, and I got this two small sections done. I'm a little happy with it. Oh, no, almost didn't do that properly. Obviously, I can adjust things later if need be. Let's start over here and do a poison swamp. It's like a little snake just cutting through the world. Oh, that looks nice. And we can have a normal river just connect. That doesn't look nice. So maybe they put like a dam there to try and stop it. Maybe we can throw one of these somewhere in there. Okay, what would work as like a dam? Let's see if we can't find nothing better. That somewhat works. If only it didn't have... Yeah, that works. Bunch of rocks were thrown here as the land is decaying. They tried to plug up the river. I can also put it up further along, just in case like they tried this before. No. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, that works. They keep trying it every so often. They see the poison just flowing along, say like, oh no, block the water, just to see if it'll work. Doesn't, but hey, you can always try. The freak is that? That looks so weird. Yeah, if you surround it, it looks fine, but this is more of a river. Then again, if it's a river, yeah. Oh, that's it's so stupid. Yeah, it works. Yeah. Nope, it looks like that. No. Why do they do this? It just looks so weird. Unless you put it like surrounding this, it. Yeah, these two have to go together for it to work. That's so odd. Let's add a few trees along the path because this used to be a good source of water for them, but now planting trees in there are actually better than just placing them with the poison. And we put some trees here to continue it. Showing like, yeah, there used to be a bunch of trees along this river. It was a very life-giving river. And then this bullshit happened. Why can't we connect the rivers and everything? That'd be so much better, like actually connect it. No, but you would have to do it like this. Which the game really doesn't want you to mix the poison with the river. Environmental storytelling is the art of using the environment to tell you clues. Like, hey, I don't have to tell the players this, but this does seem like they tried to block it off given this. Why doesn't there be more poison in the water? Because they don't want you to mix tiles. So stupid. To Just let me mix the dang tiles. Is there any other poison-ish tiles? Dungeon A2. I don't see it. We're at the poison. Wood logs. Are you freaking kidding me? For what reason? Does not. Okay, let's try this. Oh, mother effer, what the hell is going? What the hell? What your freak is going on? I'm just... I have no idea what the freak is going on anymore. Ground. What, does it only work if it's in that slot? Okay then, the freaking world is... Why? That's buildings. Okay. Because this is supposed to be ground. D. Does that work? Oh my freaking god. Why can't I have... Why? No idea what that does. Why can't I just have this single tile set in the overworld? Maybe I'm missing something with it. Okay. You know what? Let's go to dungeon. A. 2. Which is right there. There's that. B. B doesn't have. Huh. Is it just not possible? The freaking poison would work great. A3. Inside A3. Huh. Understanding that now. Why is there no E and F? That's an odd choice. Terrain. Well, no one I need to do. Damage floor, yes. Counter. The counter is in the event no start as the characters right next to it. So normally just giving a terrain after tap. Your table and will be drawn by extending it 12 pixels downward. What the freak? Brush. Ladder. Passage. Does not allow passage. Passable under the tile. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. Okay, lots of nonsense. Ladder. Of which none of that is ladders. Why is a poison tile passable? I'll not understand it. Ah. This looks so weird. Let's see. If I did this. Yeah, I could drive it. But because the game wants to be restrictive for no good reason. Oh, you know what? That actually makes a better thing like that. That looks better. But now, ground animation. Area type. What does this do? Play the overall tiles and use play the for information. See the specific resource specification. No, I need that. Edit. Tile set. Yeah, that would be horrific. Edit overworld. This is me stumped, and I really would like that. That tile set would work amazing. It'd work far better. Wait, is it possible to edit the images themselves? Would it be possible to edit the files, create another one? Call it like extra, add the poison thing on top of it. Boom! Would that work? I better save this. Edit. Nope. I'm going to have to look around some files real quickly. Pictures, that's not what I want. Oh, right, I remember that now. Tile sets. Okay then. You know what? I'm going to edit these things, look into that in a later date, because I've been spending too much time on this. Got a theoretical ocean right there. Where's that poison castle? I wanted to put that somewhere now. let's put it here to indicate like, hey, there's a poison thing right there. Players may be able to deal with it later on. That's still so weird. Yeah, this does not complement it well. Unless you do this. No, that straight up does not work. Unless you do this. Huh. Huh. Nah, that would work. Partially, maybe. Little barricades. Wait, where did I... What? I just made the castle. Where did I put it? Let's just put it right back there because I'm stupid. And we can just set like a little village right there. Actually, let's do this village, like right there. Saying like, yeah, this used to be a prosperous area. But then the poison came and everything died. Let's put that there. Indicate for a person to do that. Yeah, I could put a sign there. I'll put that there. What else can I do? I could add. Let's add some more. Put a little rock carving right there. Yeah, it works. We put like a mountain there, there. You know what I think about it? It doesn't really work if I just pop down a bunch of rock. I mean, stuff like that. They have to make like sense in a certain way. Let's pop that there. Yeah, that's where they got all the rocks. They were just close by and just did it naturally. I'll leave that there. I'm running out of ideas on how I want this area to pan out. Nope, I only got the bubbly lava in 2 spots. You know what? I'm tired of doing that one. I'm going to do back all the way over here. Let's do this. Forested area. Actually, big tree there. Is there a better one? Yeah, that'd be right. Looks a little weird. Yeah, that looks nice. But where would all the water needed for all these trees come from? Little oasis right there, that'd be nice, but that's only partially. Need to fill out this area. Maybe water runs through this. Yeah, that could work. Why is it always freaking sand? Why can't it be grass? Let's try this. Yep, it's always freaking that. Pisses me off. Like, why is it always sand? There are other tile sets, you know. I mean, other colors. There we go. Let's throw some of those down. Okay. Still more sand. I don't understand this. Why is it always default to sand? Is there something I'm just not understanding about how tile sets work? I don't even know what this does. Okay, so there's nothing useful against that. Yeah, let's do a little mountain range right there that leads out to water. Yeah. There we go. And a little river runs through and a forest sprung up around there. Too bad I can't do a bunch of trees. Do an actual drive it through. Because that would destroy the forest. But I can do a bunch of trees like this. Yeah, it works. The trees are That might be something to consider. Yeah, it works better. It covers up everything. Yeah, that works. Nah, I'll leave it like that. I like that better. Maybe I could do one giant mountain though. But don't they usually have... No. They will sometimes have little areas jutting out. Yeah, this does not work very well. Now, how do I connect it to like the rest of the world, this area? The player will start here. Design world maps are not easy. Nope, it has nothing to do with the... Huh. Could I? No. Doesn't fit. Actually, yeah, that actually would work because this... And then I put... you like that. Yeah, it works. Yeah. Nope. I see. No passageways, and the roads don't exist in this world, so none of them are good. Most of this stuff cannot be used. Interesting, though. Ooh, lighthouses. I do know that there has to be like a dungeon type area the players can access real early on after they've left this area. I could put it this way, and like the players are geared towards going this way, clearing out all this. Okay. How about we do it like that? We just put like a little... No. Yeah, like that. And that'll indicate dungeon entrances. I'm gonna pop these. Oh no. You there, you there, you there. There used to be one, right? Little just watches out over the oceans. May have to change them later on depending on how things go, but for now that works. I'm gonna put you there actually. There we go. Now that I think about it, is there anything special about that location? Nope. Put a little rock there, because why not? No, my rock. But why would the players go here over other locations? Something has to gear them towards this location more than others. No, if I flip this, have the players exit from the top and flip it all around. When I lower this area a bit, I could do that. What's this one? New project. Open files. I just realized I spelled that wrong. That's gonna bug me, and then I see that. Okay, now what next? How do I get the players, like, they'll see something interesting there. They'll know, hey, there's something there, we go check it out, but I have to make it more natural. Like it's guiding along a path. That looks so weird. Why is it green like that? I guess I have to do that. And then this is like where the first major town is. This is where the village from these people live, mostly trade with. So it's a natural progression. Put that like there. Put some trees along here. Maybe not that many. I will dot the trees along later. Let's see. Let's try the first town. It's not a huge, overly something town, but it is something more than what they're used to. And there we go. Could I do something else? Is there a different town I could use? There we can go. There's like the major town. There's like an important person who lives in that town. They looked weird. Here's a big old tree that's there. Nah, no. That's important. I can't put that right there. Huh. There's a special tree for them. No. Wait, why can't you be on the same path? Why can't I just... That is so weird. They do it here! Trees naturally grow where there's a bunch of water. This one actually grows in the water itself, so why not? There's some good tree coverage, and there's some of that. Yeah. And a couple more trees here and there. Nothing. I don't want to go overly crazy, but I have to draw a little few hills here and there. One right there. Yeah, one there. I have to feel it more lifelike. I also want to give. I also want to block off the player's pathway in some way. So like they'll go this way. I can do that with a guard, so they can't go this way. But why would they go here instead of this other way? I need to figure out a way to do that. Yeah, no, that won't work. I could do a fissure in the ground, but why would the fissure be there? This will definitely block off the player's pathway. Maybe it's just a grand forest that really stretches them. Nah. I can do that, so they're definitely gonna go this way. But that's as far as I can reasonably do it. I might have to look into like other world maps or something to get me some more stimulating ideas. But an hour and a half of work. Got this, got that, a little bit here, and this. I'd say it's a pretty good amount of stuff. Don't want to rush too much. Yeah, it is a pathway. Okay then, Ooh, I got it. I was thinking of that early, a long time ago, but I could do it here. Is there something like an overturned cap invent? New. No, not monster. No. Seriously? Why the freak would you do that? I guess you could add all the tile sets, but still that's weird. At least the monsters actually make sense. They actually do all of it. Okay, flame. Crystal. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Put that there. There we go. Yeah, that kind of works. I put a cavern there. Something's going on there. I do have a plan for that. I better add this. Attacked caravan. Nope. Sand shark. Or I guess land shark would be a better idea. Land shark. And therefore the player can't do anything like that. They can't get through it. Priority, action bugger, yeah. Land shark. I can, that way they can't get through this area. Now I just need to really work on this. Because this does not seem in any way good. What's a way to block this off? Because it has to be like there. I should put a guard there just so I remember. People. GUARD, guard. There we go. We have a guard there, a caravan there. Those are the only two real ways out of the region. I can make something up saying like this region has been closed off. There's a disturbance of some kind, and until some other event triggers later on, you can't pass through there. This is caravan, the main route area. Let's put that there. Yeah, that works. I'll never get over some of these tiles. But now to figure out this. If only it worked as like one continuous thing. Yeah, that could actually work. Saying like this is like a canyon and everything. Like this goes underneath, goes like into the ground. And like this is the canyon right here. And this is like the only safe area to travel through. Maybe there's like a monster area, heavily monster area around here that people don't travel through. That is taken up that it lives here. Like you could travel through this way, but it's like so many creatures. You just don't want to travel through there. But how would I indicate that? That could be like an old castle. There we go. Players can't do there, and just like a monster-infested thing from like hundreds of years ago. This was destroyed, and that kind of encapsulates the first region. I can just work on this for the players. Oh right, that actually works out pretty well. Maybe a quest later on, once they've gained like some levels, they'll go out here and just clear it out. Saying like, oh yeah, there's an old pathway right here that leads to here. But nobody uses it anymore because it's been hundreds of years. Oh wait, that would be more of an event than oh no, I can still place the sign and just make the event something different. First sign, no, needing names, apply. No, you cannot touch it. Doesn't have any options, it's just there when it shows text. How do you do arrows? I guess it would be, where's that button? Yeah, it works. Let's do that one because it's easier. And Yeah, I actually have no idea what to call these areas. And I don't have an easy way to do south. Nope, that doesn't work for south. There's no real bottom face scenario, so I would have to do probably just not do that. Only like left and right. I have up, but I don't have down. That is sad. That is such a horrible way to do down, but it does work. You know what? People are just gonna have to deal with that. Let's see. Living Dead Dungeon. And what's another thing? Living Dead Dungeon and Sacred Grove. I might have to do that. Copy.
Scared.
Okay, that is definitely not how you spell sacred. Scarred. Holy. Let's do...
Sacred.
There we go. Paste. Actually, I'm going to do Old Grove. To the people who live there, it's sacred, but not to the people who need. What's the town name? I do not know. Random town name generator. Let's just do that. Click this a few times and Eroton. Overton and players will click that, see this, and okay, they cannot passable under the tile. What does that mean? Oh, I get it now. So like right here you could walk. Barely understand that logic. And what would be the pathway here? Another town, probably a town is spring up around this spring area, and they do need like a resort. Goldcrest, that's a pretty nice name. Goldcrest Inn. South. North. So yeah, if you look at it, Living Dead Dungeon, this way. In the Old Grove, are this way. Players will be able to figure that out. I can always change it. And Overton, south, just make it clear to the players this is it. And the Goldcrest Inn is this way, but you can't get to it because this guy just says no. No. I'm under orders to not let anyone pass. Turn around and leave, please. There we go. Guard. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be DG. Bridge guard. He is there just because because there's a whole bunch of shit going on up there that I'll have to figure out later. And he doesn't. He's there just to make sure nobody goes there and gets themselves killed. I should probably give him a tent. There we go. And oh yeah, I should probably put this way here. Put this there. No, no idea what to do with that, actually. I'll have to think on it more. And if I need things, I can always just change it. Actually, I want that one to be old and decrepit, because this place isn't really all that threatening. Too bad I can't do, with the way the map is set up, I can't do overworld encounters, just because it wouldn't work. Otherwise, the freaking, it would be all the way encounters from all over the world. Then again, I could just put in random things that wander around the map, and they can randomly encounter the player and do random encounters that way? That might work, but I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it to actual locations. But I can do a sign for here. Fort sign doesn't need a name, so text old blank fort. Okay, can't do tab. Just put there, part, the text has faded with age. I could do that. Old fort. I actually could pick a name. And just English. Yeah. Put the name there just so I don't forget it. Caving Castle sign. Why would it be old? You would just be there. Please don't. And then, what's that? There we go. Wait 1 second. So backslash. No, it would be backslash. No, that would be this one. And then that, and it says wait 1 second. Right? There we go. The next part was added. Part is much Please don't enter. Danger. Danger. They put it all in caps. Actually, I'll put that here. That is so bad. Background window, bottom is fine. Whatever. Actually, castle does state. Another thing about it, castles do state. There we go. Fort makes much better sense instead of being a castle. Fort says more it's a military installation. That can be it. It was built here because of the passageway, plugging up a gap for something that happened centuries beforehand. And that works. I guess it turned out pretty good. And close the little place. I can focus on this for the beginning. Got a little dungeon here. Got a little starter village where the player comes here. There's a little tent. This stuff going on there, and that's pretty good. I like it. Although I don't think I'll be staying here much. I'll be doing much more. I'm already getting mental fatigue, and I'm really starting to fizzle out on what I should do. I'll probably start working on other stuff than the maps. So, yeah, I think I'll end it here. For now, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Stay safe, be warm, be fun, and be joyous, and goodbye, everybody. Peace out.